We do
You
have
know,
fun.
dude, I really like. I love looking at that every now and then because it's just like, man, as much as like we were just like punk kids that nobody liked. Like literally, I think that was both our bringing up, where we were like both people that we weren't really super popular. I think the only reason I ever got popular in my life was because I sold drugs at one point. But like, besides, I gave people free burritos at Taco Bell. You know, I think that was the only time anybody liked me. And I go, but then looking back at like all those pictures and stuff, like it's like, damn, we've done some shit, bro. We've really done some shit.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode. Episode 321? We're in 321. We have done 321, well, plus more because of Panic Fest extras and extras, things like that. But, dude, we have almost done like almost 350 episodes of a podcast. Do you realize that?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So episode 351 or 321, I'm sorry. Movies that don't suck and some to do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing in two new movies that both came out actually at the exact same day this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 7th, right? The 7th, I think. Yeah,
the
7th.
On the 7th. Yeah, 7 days ago or 6 days ago. If you don't count tomorrow, I guess. Do you count tomorrow if you count today, or do you just count today like you counted tomorrow?
I do both. What's the first movie we're talking about, though?
Hitman! With the one, the only, the guy who's been like fucking everywhere recently. Just get used to him. Just get used to him because he's got like 10 more movies coming out in the next like 5 years that he signed up to. And that's Mr. Glenn Powell.
You've been with one guy your entire life.
Jonathan's a better man than you'll ever be.
And yet you left him. Which is why exactly? Because he seems like he checks all your boxes.
Okay, you don't know my boxes and you never will. Just figure this out, please.
Okay. We just suck face in front of everybody. Half of them think they set us up anyway.
No, that's too much. We need to do something that's more hidden so it feels more real, not some fuckboy wedding hookup.
You keep calling me a fuckboy like it's an insult? I own that shit.
Let's just be affectionate. I know it's a foreign concept for you.
I can be affectionate. I'll affectionate the shit out of you.
That's from England by You, a movie we have not talked about. But
we haven't talked about, but it literally just came out like 3 months ago. Like I said, Glenn Powell is everywhere. He was in Top Gun, Top Gun Maverick. He was,
he's been Twisters.
Yeah, the guy, he's got so many freaking movies that he's got coming out, and I have not heard one bad thing about him, which is giving me the... Right now, I'm giving him like the George Clooney approval. Like he's a George Clooney, where I've never heard a bad thing about George Clooney either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I hope it just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Also in this movie is Adria Arjona.
I should be going, actually.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I have dinner with Herman. It's our last night in Paris. We go back to LA tomorrow. He booked this amazing reservation somewhere, but he won't tell me where. He wants it to be a surprise. How cute is that?
Yeah, how kind of him.
He's a kind man. Well, I have to go, but we'll have more time in LA.
Will we?
Yeah, I think we're in a more balanced relationship now, so we could spend more time together.
Fuck you, Lori.
Not yet.
That's from the TV miniseries Irma Vep.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. And then the next, also in this movie, I know there's so many other people that had more airtime in this movie than her, but man, I love her so much because every time I see her, she makes me happy. Gotta give it up to Rita.
That went better, right?
Yes, he did, however, proudly tell me that he beat herpes. I'm sorry, Donna. I'm gonna go home. I just found out Andy's getting married. So that's my ex-boyfriend. We were together for a really long time.
All right.
What?
What? Listen, you are a hot young doctor.
I'm a nurse, actually.
Okay, I don't know you, but I do know that you can fix your attitude. Do you want to go home and feel sorry for yourself about a man you didn't want to marry? Or do you want to go talk to that cute boy who has been looking at you and give him your number before I throw him in my bins for myself?
Yeah, it's from Parks and Rec. Retta, she's great.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. She and everything that she's in. There's a bunch of other people: Sanjay Roy, Molly Bernard, Bernard,
You forgot
Evan Holtzman.
the one guy gave me one more clip for this, by the way.
Who? What's that?
You gave me one more clip for this.
Oh, did I do one more clip for this?
Yeah. Austin Emilio plays Jasper.
Austin Emilio. I'm sorry, I didn't look at what I did. Sorry, Austin Emilio.
I know what I did to Denise. To you. To other people. It doesn't matter why. I knew I'd have to face it. To pay. And I should. I'm ready. I got to see you take it down, and that's enough. Me. Well, a piece of shit. There's no going back to how things were.
That's his role as Dwight from The Walking Dead.
From The Walking Dead. That's how I knew. As soon as I saw him in the movie, I was like, that's the dude from The Walking Dead. That's the only way I know him. I don't know him any other way. But yeah, there's also a great rest of the cast. We'll talk about that movie here in a moment. It is on Netflix right now. And I think this is the first time in a while this has happened. We got #1 in streaming for the weekend and #1 at the box office for the weekend. Going with the one and only Bad Boys, featuring the wonderful.
Not that one. That's the first one. We're talking about the fourth one.
Okay. So this one. All right. So this
no,
one
that's
here.
Bad Boys, that's Bad Boys. That's Bad Boys 2, which you showed.
This one.
No, you would think it would be that because it's For Life, but that's not it.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing. Like I was talking to someone earlier. It's like, why did they make #3 For Life when now I'm only gonna think that the one and why in this poster? Why in every poster? Okay, that one they're on the correct side. That one they're on the correct side. So why on the third poster is their names, which is right across their chest, on the wrong guy?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You could just change it around. I didn't understand that ever.
It seems easy.
Let's see if they do it in this one.
Okay.
They did it in this one too. Like, just change the names around.
So what's this one called?
Bad Boys Ride or Die, with featuring the one, the only, the man who smacked his way into all of our hearts, Mr. Will Smith.
Let me tell you something about your beloved art of disguise, Gordon. That night at Fat Cans, it wasn't a difficult task to see that you weren't a woman. I was propositioned by 3 men. You looked nasty, just butt ugly. I mean, your breasts were hard and stiff and sticking out like a couple of rusty cannons on a sunken ship. These breasts are a work of art, aesthetically and scientifically perfect. They look like shit. Touch them. I'm not touching those things. What are you afraid you're wrong? Touch my breast. Just one. Touch one. Okay. You happy, Gordon? I'm touching your breast.
So that's from the flop. One of the biggest, I think, flops in movie history of Wild Wild West.
But the guy got his mechanical spider. Anyway,
I know.
Long story short, guys, if you ever go see Wild Wild West, the mechanical spider was actually supposed to be the bad guy in the Kevin Smith written Superman movie that never happened, which was called Superman Lives, if I remember correctly, was what the title was.
And so the producer really said, we want you to fight a spider. And he's like, no. And then I was like, spider fight in this one then. You really want the spider fight.
He really wanted. He had a dream about a spider. He got it, man. When
Yeah,
when you're a billionaire in Hollywood, I guess you can get whatever the fuck you want. And I chose that just because why not? Who if you don't know Wild Wild West, it's a fun little movie. It's shitty. It's shitty. It's not. It doesn't make sense at all. Nothing coherently. The only thing that works well is Kevin Kline and Will Smith's like duo. They work really well together.
Mhm.
Besides that, the rest of the movie shit. But next, the greatest character Martin Lawrence has ever played in the history of Martin Lawrence. Here he is, Martin Lawrence.
If it isn't Little Miss Attitude, why are you always over here? I mean, don't you have a bag?
Look, I don't have time to play games with you, okay?
Hey, Bubba, ain't nobody playing no games, all right? Ain't nobody playing no games, all right? All I want to know is why Martin had a party and didn't invite me. I mean, I like the party, oh. Did I like the party, oh? Did I like the party?
There isn't a party, Shanini. We're just watching a fight together.
Oh, well, I likes me a good fight. I mean, you should know that. Okay, you don't put your hands on me. You don't touch me, okay? Because ain't nobody here to break us up, all right? Huh? Ring, come on with it.
Yes, Martin Lawrence plays Shanae in Martin.
Shanae! Oh my god! All right, so for anybody over the age of 30, Shanae. For anybody under the age of 30, well, 35. We'll go 35. Anybody the age of 35. If you don't know who Shanae is, Martin used to have a show called Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Lawrence used to have a show called Martin, and Shanae was the neighbor who was like a nasty hood rat, and I loved her. She's like one of my favorite characters of all time. Oh, my land, you don't get some this. It's like
Martin,
Martin. Also in this movie, Eric Dane.
Is that gonna make you happy?
No, you will leave all the food on this side of the building or he dies.
Well, now, see, we got a bit of a problem with that. Because there's one thing from the old world that still applies today. Something that will never change.
Target acquired. Fire.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh!
That's from The Last Ship, right? The Last Ship? Is that
The Last Ship. That was like an awesome show.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. Boom.
I did not like that show at all. I gave it like 3 opportunities because it had Baldwin in it, the Baldwin I like from Chuck and Firefly. I did not like that show, but I thought I'd give it some reps. So anybody that does like that show, congrats. It had its ups and downs. All right. Also in this movie is Ioan Griffin.
I think it's Eon. Yeah,
No, it's dude. I have it literally right here in my ear right now.
He's heating up from his core.
And his vitals are completely normal.
If we're going to identify the source of the mutation, we need to isolate your recombinant DNA so we can activate positional genomes.
We have to do physical in order to see what got zapped.
Oh, why didn't you just say so?
His internal organs are completely solid.
How bad is it? You know, I used to smoke.
It's not invisibility per se. You should be able to bend light around other objects, even people, if you could control your emotional state better.
Excuse me?
I'm saying if you had a little more self-control, you could locate the trigger. Can you remember your exact emotions on the bridge?
Yeah, that's from a Fantastic Four, 2005.
Yeah, I know the first 2 Fantastic Fours, or the first, or the second Fantastic Four, the first one that went to the theater.
Yeah, the first one was like 1998 or something like that, right?
1990.
Yeah, great.
Also in this movie is Rhea Seehorn.
What kind of operation are you running, anyway? Tell me. Because I think I know why you sent him to do this job. It's obvious. You have no one else you can trust. Right? So you sent some lawyer through the desert with your $7 million? No offense, but you need to get your house in order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. If you don't trust your men with your money, you have bigger problems than if you trust Saul Goodman. And for the record, he doesn't lie. Not to me, not to his clients. He's telling you the truth.
That's him playing Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. I like that's what I had to add her. Like I was just like, man,
God,
you can't jump into the Bad Boys franchise and not get your comeuppance on that.
What's better? Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? Like I know they're both great shows, and they're kind of different. But if you had to talk about just like in a vacuum, what two shows are better? Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad?
I love Bob Odenkirk so much. But just because of the cast and how deep it goes,
Better Call Saul.
I gotta go with Breaking Bad because
it's not the first. It's like the
Aaron
perfected.
Paul, Bryan Cranston, a guy who played Gus that I always fuck up his name. Bill Burr Bill Burr was even in it.
I know. Jesse Plemons, dude. You really see Jesse Plemons as the worst person on the planet in that. So, all right, man.
Also in this movie, a guy that he only makes small cameos throughout the movie, but I love him, and he's a guy. And I even sent this to Chris earlier today, where he says if he goes to a coast and runs into someone in the ethnic, they know him from Matrix or they know him from Bad Boys. If he goes to what was the other thing he said? He said if he goes to
East Coast,
man. Yeah, there's another show that he is famous on, and he goes, but if he's in the Midwest and it's some boomers and it's the Sopranos. Everybody know, but Joe Pontiano.
This is the most crucial part.
Oh my God!
You put the pasta back in the pot. You add a little gravy and a little butter. Then you put the fire back on. For 45 seconds, stir it up real nice.
45 seconds?
Yeah, that way the macaroni absorbs the gravy instead of just coats it. This is for flavor.
So he's just hearing that. So it's almost
College kids is going to be Memento. That's what he said.
Okay.
That's the other part I missed.
So Joe Pantoliano, or as I like to call him, Joey Pants. So he's in this. It's got other people in it too, like Tiffany Haddish and is in this one. It's not really, but and then DJ Khaled shows up. Huh?
What's that?
I said Tiffany Haddish shows up in this. Looking.
There's a bunch. A bunch of Tiffany Haddish be Tiffany Haddish. I mean, like literally DJ Khaled, but DJ Khaled was in part 4 or part 3 as well. I'm not. We're not gonna. We can't. That's like saying something bad about Taylor Swift. You can't do that, bro.
No, DJ Khaled, really? Okay.
Yeah, you can't. Bro. But we'll get taken off the air and everywhere. Nobody will ever like us. We'll get shot in crowds. But the question I have, the reason I sent that, do you call what you add to pasta? Do you call it a sauce or do you call it a gravy?
I call it a sauce, but you know what? I don't know.
You're from Texas. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to like people calling it gravy, and when I heard that, it's like, man, I haven't heard that in a while. And it's because I live in Oklahoma, and before this, I lived in Kansas City. But like in Chicago, or like when I'm in New York or something like that, like I always hear gravy, and now it's more or great. It'd be like 50-50, and now it's always But I also sent that to you because I know you need tips on how to cook.
Yes, I'm going to take that into account.
Chris, tell them where they can find us.
Find us on newsonesick.net. We're at facebook.com/newsonesick podcast. We're w2mnet.com. It's W2mnet. You'll find us there. One of a bunch of really cool podcasts. We're at X MTS Podcast, and you're probably watching us there. We're at Instagram MTS Podcast. Hey, we have Patreon. Go to patreon.com/newsonesick. You'll find use a few bucks. We love you. We love you. Maybe. You can find us on Bonfire. Go to bonfire.com. Search movies and suck and something new. You'll find our shirts along with stuff Neil has made. Just fun stuff that you had fun making. And you can find us anywhere you find podcasts. Anywhere you find podcasts, find movies on suck and something new. Neil, who are we talking about today?
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, cool. I really love you.
Neil's having a amorous moments. He's trying to find our sponsor.
What happened is I had a thing that I was going to read, and I accidentally deleted it when I was cleaning up everything for the thing. So give me 2 seconds. I will go back and get the thing, and then we'll just go into that one more time, and then you can.
It's fucking hot outside, dude.
All right, cool.
Hot.
Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go it again.
Neil, who are we talking about today?
Chris, we're going to be talking about, because I just went there this past weekend, I figured I got to talk about the one, the only, Circle Cinema. Because Circle Cinema is, again, one of those local cinemas that are just great. They have events all the time. Like the event I was at was a Mandy event. We got to watch Mandy.
Fucking love Mandy. Fucking love Mandy.
It was like, there's even people like that were dressed up in the shirt. Look,
I have that
Goblin.
shirt. I have that shirt, and I have the shirt the guy was wearing on stage. I have both those.
And he has the Cheddar Goblin. The Cheddar Goblin mac and cheese. Wasn't that? That's hilarious. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
Here's all of us. I don't know why that picture is so good, but that you can see that back area behind them where they hold a lot of events out there. Here we go. I got a nice clear picture of it where they have local art on the walls. Those posters that you see are all autographed by our different people that are in the films as well. It is like one of the favorite places to go. Now, Circle Cinema, Tulsa's only art house cinema and last traditional movie house, is an iconic part of the landscape and history. While the history cinema benefits from extensive, expansive, and renovative over 20 renovations over 20 years ago, the building now needs constant care. Now, to ensure that the Circle Cinema will continue to survive and thrive, they established a new building and maintenance fund. Now, this summer, they need to replace the roof and improve accessibility to the cinema. So please consider donating today. Go to Circle. I had the right there. Go to circlecinema.org to make a donation, and it literally is one of the originally opened in 1928. This and it has all. I mean, these are pictures I took. Literally, you can see my buddies right over there, and that's the whole building is theirs. Like they have this whole long escape, and it is just so beautiful to go there. And I already showed that picture. They even have silent movies with the piano player, like do the old silent films in the black and white. That is just ridiculous. This is like Star Wars night with a group of Star Wars people going there for the Phantom Menace. Like it was, that was the Kill Mockingbird. I think I already showed that. But yeah, they have an event this Sunday for Father's Day, Field of Dreams.
Very dad movie.
Yeah, that's a very dad movie. Last week they did a Gene Wilder Day where they played Blazing Saddles into Remember Gene Wilder. It's great. You can go online and buy their t-shirts, their memorabilia, stuff like that they have to sell. They're great people. Oh, that's for you later. Anyway, everyone go to Circle Cinema. It's circlecinema.org, or you can go to their wonderful Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Circle Cinema. Please support local theaters. They need it. They need the love. I know we all love our discounts from the big theaters and stuff like that, but you know what? If you go to Circle Cinema, the popcorn's half the price, the drinks are half the price, and you're going to have a nice experience with people that love movies.
It's like Tulsa's Screenland, guys. If you guys don't know,
yeah.
You get to Tulsa, go to Circle Cinema. It'll be your home away from home. So
Donate. Before we get into the movies, Chris already saw it, but I gotta mention that it was Chris's birthday this past Sunday. He was 105 years old. Woo! Happy birthday, Chris!
Thanks, sir.
Woo! I got you a gift. Not here yet. When it gets here, you will get it.
Okay.
Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah,
It said 5 days, and it lied. And like. I hate when things lie. Like I just got a message, and more likely it is that mess. It's going to be like, "Hey, this is your gift right here," and it's not.
All
It's
right, that's
not.
fair. We'll just wait.
Whatever. People hate me.
Had a good birthday, man. That's fun.
All right, Chris. Let's start talking about a movie. Let's talk about Hitman.
Hitman, directed by Richard Linklater. If you guys know who the fuck he is, he's famous for movies. He did Waking Life, Boyhood, Dazed and Confused, Bernie. Everybody wants some. Bad News Bears. He was produced for that. But this is his newest film. This is Hitman. This stars Glenn Powell as. Fuck, hold on, sorry, man. Glenn Powell as Gary Johnson.
You've been with one guy your entire life.
This also stars Adria Harana as Madison Figueroa Masters.
I should be going, actually.
Austin Emilio plays Jasper.
I know what I did to Denise.
Retta plays Claudette.
That went better, right?
Yes.
Sanjay Rao plays Phil. Molly Bernard plays Alicia. Levin Holtzman plays Ray. Graylin Bryant Banks plays Sergeant Hank. And Mike Markoff plays Craig. Neil, what's going to read the storyline for Hitman?
Gary Johnson is the most sought-after professional killer in New Orleans. To his clients, he is like something out of a movie, the mysterious gun for hire. But if you pay him to rub out a cheating spouse or an abusive boss, you better watch out. He works for the cops, and he breaks protocol to help a desperate woman trying to flee an abusive husband. He finds himself becoming one of his false personals, falling for the woman and flirting with becoming a criminal.
Okay, so I suggested this because I like Richard Linklater a lot. I like it for the most part.
I like it for the most part.
Yeah.
All right. Go. I want to hear on this.
So I'm not gonna go with the ending, but I have a bit of a problem with the ending. A little bit of a moral quandary. I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about this? But it's a fun movie. It's like a romantic comedy, kind of goofball, kind of really fun and funny. But the ending kind of ruins it for me.
Yeah, the ending did kind of suck, and that's not being an ass or being a hard critic or anything like it just kind of like ended.
Well, it didn't just end it. There's a weird thing that goes on. You're like, is that okay?
Yeah. You're like, I guess everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good now.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Let's talk about the good parts of this movie first.
Yeah, Glenn Powell's fantastic.
Glenn Powell. This was Glenn Powell's way to say, hey, I can play every single role you've ever want any person to play anywhere, ever. I can play it. Like, seriously, every fucking part of this movie was him just playing a role. Now, playing like 10 different roles. It was his actor reel. The best way to get like a free actor's reel out of out of a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
A professional actor reel. The other thing, I don't know if you know about this, but did you hear about the advertisement for this movie?
No, tell me about advertisement for this movie. Oh no.
So downtown LA, I'll take this off so you can read that. No one got a full picture of it anywhere, but they made it look like it was just regular advertisements all around downtown LA for a Hitman.
Yeah.
And so there's all these different pictures of that stuff downtown LA of just like hire a
Yeah.
hitman. And it's
That's
like
cool.
it was really that's funny. That's a funny way to do something.
Mhm.
I think this movie was great. Again, I'm gonna have to go with Chris on this one. I agree. Like it gets to the ending and it's kind of like they could have ended that better. They could have ended
Yeah,
that better.
I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about this sort of idea? Like but it's a fun movie. It's a romantic comedy. There's also like some thrilling parts. I thought Glenn and Adria like played off of each other really well. I like read in it. I just thought it was it was it was super fun.
It was
Like from my
super
side.
fun until the ending. But besides
Yeah.
that, everything Glenn Powell's just knocking out of the park right now.
Yeah, he's great.
The other day, after I watched this, well, actually, no, this past weekend, last weekend, we were sitting at my in-laws' house, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to watch a movie and just chill and eat some dinner and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I was like, "Hey, here's this movie, Hitman. I'm supposed to watch it. It's supposed to be this funny movie, you know?" And they're like, "No, we're not going to put that on. We want something else." And it's like, cool, understandable. It might be too much action, whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
So the movie they put on is Anybody But You,
Yeah,
which
but
is the other movie that Glenn Powell is in.
Yeah.
I go, that's the same cast in the movie, the movie I'm about to see. And they just thought that was funny.
What did you think about? What did you think of that movie? And what about you?
I thought it was funny. I think Glenn Powell's just knocking out. He's got charisma. He can
Yeah.
carry anybody.
The
Like
kid's got what they call it. Yeah.
yeah, he's
Right?
got the it factor. Like he seriously is like one. He is a. I can't even talk about like when he's on the screen. You want to see what the hell he's gonna do. Like, and he can play the bad guy, like the asshole he did in Maverick in Top Gun Maverick. He was kind of the asshole guy.
Yeah.
Made sense. Made him. It felt perfect for him. This felt perfect for him when he was like the nerdy guy. Then all of a sudden he was like the sexy dude. I wish we would have got my biggest complaint with this movie is I wish we would have got more time with each character.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Like
and it's got some real sexy parts to this. I mean, you remember that flight attendant part? Oh my god! But I I like the movie for the most part. I would recommend it, but me personally, I have some.
Wait, Chris. I got to say this: the wonderful Red James, and if you don't know him, he is a great guy. He's the guy that chopped me at that wrestling event I went to. That
Oh,
I
nice.
said
What's up, Red?
Yeah, he's an asshole villain, but a great guy. Red James, thanks for watching. Anyway, literally, yeah, this movie was just fun under the sun. This is not going to win no awards. This is not going to be nominated for anything. This is what just a good, fun slapstick movie is supposed to be. And that's great. And that's fine. Those can exist, people.
Yeah.
Every movie doesn't have to change your life.
I think it's weird they're calling it a thriller. I wouldn't get a thriller vibe out of this.
I'd say after a certain part, it kind of becomes a thriller.
Yeah.
Without giving away ruining or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like
yes, it's a fun movie.
I just couldn't give you a better explanation. I just think it's a great movie. That's just fun. You sit around, you maybe smoke a little, drink a little, have fun.
Yeah.
You want a couple of laughs. You want to see a sexy guy like Glenn Powell be sexy, or a sexy woman like
Adria Rona.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful in this movie. Like everybody did their part, and like even like Austin Emilio, he played the scumbag guy. Like
yeah.
Like he looked like a dirty scumbag, Red James. But like Foreman Red James is a scumbag. I'm telling you, he's like one of the worst villains ever in pro wrestling. Guy chopped me for no reason. Anyway,
What a dick, Red.
Yeah, gosh dang it, Red James, you ass. But you can find more information about him at Red James on Facebook. Anyway, but this movie was fun. I love that it was based off of a real life character, a real guy.
Yeah, Skip Hollandsworth was the guy's
Yeah,
name.
and it's loosely based off of his life, you know. But there is like one part, like yeah, this one right here. I put this fact up. There's a teenager that's giving Johnson video games to kill his mom. Is based on an actual client of Gary Johnson, a Houston teenager named Sean Quinn. Do you know him?
No.
Didn't you grow up in Houston?
No, I grew up in Tallahassee, which is, Texas could be like 5 different states. So
I know.
Houston
I'm
must be-
just messing with you. I know exactly where you're from, dude. Brilliant. But anyway, Sean Quinn, a brilliant kid with an IQ of 131, gave Johnson 7 Atari games, $3 bills, and $2.30 in nickels and dimes to kill a male classmate he thought was trying to win the affection of a girl he liked.
That is crazy.
That is insane. About as insane as Red James being a champion. Now, anyway, seriously, it is a movie that it is fun. It's good. Chris, what do you get out of 5? Out of 5, what do you give?
3.8. 3.8. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I'm trying acting like I didn't like it, and I'm sort of coming around on the ending. Maybe it's a little growing me, but yeah, I like this movie. It's not Richard Linklater's best, but it's a fun movie. It's also it kind of is at least cerebral. People want to talk about it as like a message. I'm not so sure the message is really there, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they did slip up on the if this would have gone off without a hitch, if that ending, like I said, if I got more of each character to see him play those crazy characters, because he only played them for like I think 5 minutes each, except for the 2 main ones, I think. But if we got more time with those crazy characters, and then on top of that, if the ending didn't kind of just blump, it was kind of like it didn't make sense. I know they needed to end it, and they were trying to figure out how to end it.
Yeah.
Because it's not the real life story of what happened.
Obviously.
You know. But if they could have just found a better way to end it, like, he steals money from a mob guy, or, and they all kill each other and they leave or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to give I'm not a movie writer. I don't write movies. I just
the lead
enjoy them.
had definitely chemistry. It's a sexy, fun.
The 2 leads were Retta was insane in the movie. I love her. She did everything that made me happy.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good fucking movie. People enjoy it. Go see it with your buddies or friends.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your score on this? 3.8.
Yeah, I agreed with you. 3.8. It's like right there. Like if it had a better ending or longer characters with the characters that were all great, I would have easily given this like more than a 4. Like it'd have been like a 4.3, 4.4. But I just feel like it missed.
I'm on the Rotten Tomatoes.com. Neil, what's the audience score for Hitman?
I'm gonna go that the audience loved this, and they're gonna give it a 81%.
They loved it more than that, 93%.
What is it?
93.
93?
Yeah, no.
They loved it a lot more.
What is the Big Bad King Mean Cook score on this one?
69.
97% or certified.
Damn.
Yeah. I'll give you a good bad review and a good review. This is from Andrew Dignan of Review Online. He says, "There's a comfort in how confidently Hitman steps, but to kindle an amusement park ride with no highs or lows. It's hard not to be tickled by this film, still wondering, is that all there is?" And this is from Joe Fryer, the Fort Worth Report. He says, "Richard Linklater does mainstream as well as he does indie and offbeat. Pal and Arona are entertaining while bringing the heat and the laughs. If you like romantic comedies, you love this film. It's a perfect date night movie." And he's right. It's a really good date night movie. I watched it with my wife. She wasn't really paying attention, but that's okay. Neil, I think we might be ready for some news, right?
I don't know if I ever want to read news ever again, man. I had some news today that you're gonna hate. You're gonna hate it.
Is it what's mostly wrestling stuff? What's the deal?
This is the Movies Don't Suck in Some of Them News. I read stuff to Chris because he's illiterate because he's from Texas.
I think we had a big delay. You might want to go in and
All
go
right.
out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, every time I load up the websites, it always does that. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sorry guys. Neil, he has like a million tabs open, and when he has a million tabs open, it makes the computer run slow. I don't do news, so my tabs are always pretty fucking good over here. I got 4 maybe open right now, and it's up to Neil to figure out how to do that. Maybe he's got a better hard drive. You guys, if you want to send technological advice, Neil how to avoid slowdown in his connection when he has, I don't know, 50 tabs open. Let him know, and maybe we get that fixed. All right, Neil, don't kill yourself.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I had suicidal thoughts. Sorry.
Where you're back. What's the first story? Let's do this.
I'm gonna get this one out of the way because it's sad, and you're gonna cry.
Okay.
We're all gonna cry on the inside.
Okay.
Sony Pictures has made a huge purchase this past week, and now they own Alamo Drafthouse.
Oh, okay. Well, the Alamo here is no longer there. Here.
Oh, they left, didn't they? Oh my god!
Yeah. I really have no feelings about Alamo Drafthouse anymore.
Okay, because Alamo Drafthouse was one of my favorite movie theaters in the entire existence of man. The one that was downtown Kansas City. I love that place.
Now it's a B&B, by the way.
A B&B?
Yeah, B&B
like
theater.
an Airbnb?
No, the B&B theaters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, only somebody took it.
Yeah.
Sony purchase Alamo Drafthouse marks the first time in 75 years that a studio owns a theater franchise.
That's interesting. I wonder what they're going to do with it. Like they're, they can't just only Sony movies there. I thought you freaked me out. I thought you were going to say about A24. And today in the mail, I got the Green Knight.
That'd have been so sad.
Real quick, we for one of my friends, she got me a triple A24 membership, and if you membership, you get a birthday gift, and I got the Green Knight on Blu-ray. So
damn, it's a book.
No, it's a Green Knight, but it's also like the special collector's edition. So it comes with the
that's sexy.
It is
that
sexy.
Is sexy, bro.
Yeah.
Man, nobody ever gives me anything for my birthday. I'm just kidding. I got some of the best gifts. Like half of them are right here.
Yeah.
I think this was a birthday gift once. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Ah! Right, anyway. The movie Blade has lost yet another director.
God damn. We're gonna get that fucking movie, dude.
Ying Domanage is exiting the project before production starts, and Disney's have not yet commented on committed on a new director yet. The release date 2025. It's supposed to be released in 2025, but at this time they don't know that's gonna happen. I don't know. I'd jump on it because of who's in it. You got
Marshall Ali, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who else the rest of the cast is. I'd have to go look it up right now. Your favorite show, Adventure Time, is now in development to become a movie as well.
I mean, it's not a favorite show, but I do respect people who love Adventure Time. I know plenty of people.
Adventure Time is in development with original creatives, including showrunner Adam Muto, returning to the lead. 2 spin-offs of the younger audience have also been announced, titled Adventure Time Side Quest and Adventure Time Heyo BMO. The movie could take place at any point in the timeline, including during the main series or the show's conclusion. So that's what we got from that. The movie we've been waiting for all year long is going to be on VOD June 26th, and that is Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2.
June 26th, so we got another weekend The half. Yeah. Cool, man.
The sequel was slightly better received than the original, improving the
Slightly.
reviews, but less successful at the box office. And they're already on their way to that. I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Rebel Moon director's cuts are coming as of August 2nd. That's right. Both extended editions will be released on the streaming platform on August 2nd. So that means we're going to get more information, hopefully, because that's literally the only thing that would make the first and second movie better is if they did some deep diving. That's what we said, that if they did some storytelling in it.
Yeah, we didn't give a fuck
'Cause
about
all
anyone in
they-
the movie. We didn't care at all. And like I know, and so I know these director's cuts are rated R, and I know that they have different names in the original movies, but you can't do that, man. You can't give me fucking homework. Like if you're gonna release a movie by itself, it should be good. But me and Neil might talk about these. It's still being discussed. We don't know if we want to spend another 5 hours on movies that could potentially still suck. You know what I
They
mean?
could still potentially suck. The movie everybody cares about that's being shot and is in development right now starts off right out of a prison break. And that's right. The movie I'm talking about is the movie that we all care about. And that is Boondock Saints 3. It is starting. Norman Reedus, it says, it starts off in a prison break. He goes, that's all I'm going to tell you. He goes, but the actor revealed that the outline in this movie is fucking crazy. His own words. Norman Reedus, who is on The Walking Dead for a decade, said this movie is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that. Everybody's favorite movie about witchery and black magic is getting a sequel. That's right.
Practical Magic 2, right?
Practical Magic 2 is already signed on. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman is officially happening 26 years later. Akiva Goldsman is writing the script. Through the plot details under wrap.
I think I read through everything.
So, I mean, gosh, are they going to bring back everybody in this movie? Like, is like Stockard Channing, Diana West, Anna Ken, like, or Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman's now the same age as their aunts were in the original, I believe.
Well, give me a fucking give me the Craft 2. How about that?
They did The Craft 2 Legacy.
Did they? Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, the girl
I
was
guess.
the daughter of Nancy, but you didn't find that out until the end.
Okay, yeah. Forget about that.
Yeah, you don't remember that? Also
Sorry.
getting another sequel. Saw 11 is in the works with writer Marcus Dunstane. He is the guy who co-written 5 previous Saw movies. Saw 11 will be released September 26, 2025.
Mm-hmm. I think what happened is that they saw how much everyone liked the last Saw, which we did, and they're like, let's do another one. Because we liked the last one quite a bit.
I mean, it was really, really, let's be honest. The last one was probably the best one since we even had this in the discussion. Saw 10 was as good as Saw 1 and 2. Like, and that in order, I don't know which way you go on that, but it's still, to me, I've watched it again since, and I still love it.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5 will be reportedly directed by Pixar veteran Andrew Stanton. Stanton has been with the franchise since the original movie and being part of the senior creative team for all 4 previous movies and co-writing the 99 and 2019 sequels. So we're getting a number 5 in the Toy Story. Remember when we were discussing that we didn't even need fucking a number, like what number were we on?
4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
At 4, we're like, we didn't even need it, but
it was
all
fun.
right.
Yeah,
it was fun. It's still
it
fun.
had Keanu Reeves in it. We're all about that. So
Freaky Friday 2 is moving along just well. Julie Butters has joined the cast, is reporting approaching to appear in the comedy sequel soon. The 15-year-old Butters is best known for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If you don't know who she was the little girl that told Leo, that's the best acting I ever seen.
Is she the daughter of Lindsay Lohan in this or something?
I have no idea. They have
Okay.
no idea how it's going to go. But she's also was in the Fablemans as well.
Yeah.
So they're not reporting exactly who should play, but Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan have already signed on, of course.
Okay.
The biggest villain in good old cartoon history is getting his own movie. That's right. Plankton from SpongeBob is getting his own Netflix movie. It's directed by David Needham. The film will feature original songs and a sleek 3D animation. The Plankton movie is expected to release early 2025, the same year as the next SpongeBob movie.
Oh, so they're just gonna back off that. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that's Plankton, Tina Romero aims to keep the Romero zombie alive with her new movie, Queens of the Dead. Now, if you don't know who Tina Romero is, she is the daughter of the one and only George A. Romero, who did Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead. He is the reason zombies exist, people.
Yeah, and
the fucking reason.
Yeah, the reason why probably. I mean, you wouldn't have Walking Dead without George A. Romero
at all. And she's going back to the classic zombie.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Not the running coming after you, the
ones that eat brains, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that brains.
Yeah.
The film features slow-moving classic Romero zombies, DIY weaponry, ditching guns for a more unique approach to the zombie genre. I can't wait. She's the daughter of, George A. Romero, and she has her own thoughts on it. I mean, she grew up in a house full of zombies.
Right.
So how could you not want to see that? Struggles are real. Everybody predicted that the Horizon American Saga was going to make $17 million at the box office. Instead, it only made $12 million at the box office.
About this, I forgot it came out, and I was like, "Who the fuck wants to see this?" And apparently, no one. So,
everybody, I don't even know. I didn't even know. Have you seen an advertisement for it?
I saw one advertisement. I
haven't even seen one trailer for it.
Yeah, it's Kevin Costner doing something in the Western. Like, who cares? Like, no one does.
Man. So talking about piggybacking off of the first movie that we reviewed already, Running Man, the remake is going to be a lot closer to the Stephen King novel. Now, it says Stephen King, fuck you guys, it was Richard Bachman that wrote that. Stephen King's alternative identity. But anyway,
I bet you got it. If you want looking for now, it's Stephen King on the cover. Not Richard
you
Bachman.
can say Stephen King. But anyway, because Edgar Wright is doing it, if you remember.
Oh yeah, right. So the shit.
And you remember who's doing Arnold's part?
Who?
Glenn Powell is doing the guy from Hitman is the lead in the new Hit. Now, see, when we originally announced that, like almost 6 months ago,
well, who the fuck is Glenn Powell?
Yeah, and now it's like we've seen him in like 9 things.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Powell can do whatever the fuck he wants now.
He's
getting to that level.
He's got charisma. He's got what they call it. Yeah.
Tom Hardy, by doing his rounds for the bikers, answered questions of being rumored to be the surprise guest in a movie. I don't know if you heard this movie. It is called Wake Up Dead Man. It is a Knives Out mystery.
Oh, I think we mentioned that before.
I think we've mentioned that in a couple But Tom Hardy was asked about it. He goes, this this came out of the Google machine this morning. Even I was like, what's this? Someone's got to ask me, man. Sounds cool, but no one's asked me. That's showbiz, right? But man, I'm in. I'm in if I want if they want me.
I
So,
can't wait for the bike rides. I'm so excited for that movie.
oh man, it's like one of the only movies this year that I'm just like, yeah, I gotta see that.
Besides Wolverine and Deadpool. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Talking about Wolverine and Deadpool, Hugh Jackman has a sheep detective movie from Amazon is getting a theatrical release. Hugh Jackman at Amazon MGM Studios, 3 Bags Full, a sheep detective movie, gets theatrical release. The movie begins after a shepherd mysteriously murdered, prompting his woolly friends to channel their inner Sherlock Holmes to crack the case.
What in the fuck is this?
I don't know, but it comes out. It is now being landed worldwide theatrical. Oh man, this is like 2 years away. It's February 2026.
Okay.
But
Alright.
I guess we'll get. But it's Leon Swan's international bestseller book. The script is written by Craig Masson, The Last of Us.
Okay.
And yeah. And he's George, who loves his sheep, and he's found dead, and his friends, played by Tim. I'm trying to figure out who's the other people in this movie. Where does it say it? I hate when they do that, when they hide it. Don't hide the shit, fuckers. Emma Thompson is in it. Nicholas Braun, Nicholas Catalzine, Molly Gordon, Hong Chow, Tyson Chi, Coban Halbrook Smith from Wonka, Cleveland Hill, and alongside Hugh Jackman. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we'll watch anything with Hugh Jackman in it. I mean, we're not we're those guys. We're those guys, right?
Yeah, we watch we'll watch a lot of shit, man. Like we sat through some shit before. This could be good though.
Oh man, that's awesome. It's just great things all the time. Every time in the world when it happens, it's great. I accidentally hit the back button. Came out of my stuff. Sorry. Just gotta find where I was at, and then I can have this. There we go. I found it. Okay. Nope, that's not. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to cut this part. It's fine, people that are at home. Don't touch me there. I only got a couple more. Just got a couple more, and I just want to talk about them right in your face with nobody smacking me in
Severe
the face.
thunderstorm warning coming here.
Is it really?
It's supposed to be strong
Are you
storms.
dying?
No, I'm fine. It's just.
Talking about Steven. Okay, here we go. I got them. Put them in order. Boom. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
So, The Institute, Stephen King novel, is going to be starring Mary Louise Parker, and Ben Barnes is going to be starring in the MGM Plus series. So they're going to be doing a series for this. If you don't know Mary Louise Parker, she is the one that played in Weeds, which if you've never seen Weeds,
the first 3 seasons are good.
Yeah, are amazing. Yeah, you're right. I'll go with that. But The Institute with Stephen King, that's going to be coming out soon. Nobody 2 gets a huge, exciting update and kind of a disappointing. Bob Odenkirk is set to return as Hutch Munson in Nobody 2. Filming starts in August.
Oh, so it's not started yet. So,
but the director of the original Nobody will not be returning.
Oh,
casting is still underway.
Oh, okay.
But the filming starts in August, so they have 2 months to find a director. I'm sure everybody and their brother wants to work with fucking.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Transformer crossover movie has landed its writer, the writers of Jurassic World. Derek Connolly will be writing the movie. And feature from Paramount and Hasbro. The script he's worked, he did Detective Pikachu and the original Detective World, or Jurassic World. So the 2 good movies right there.
Yeah, hopefully this one's good.
Hopefully it's good. And again, anybody in the Transformer Hasbro world, if you're listening, cover fucking Optimus Prime's mouth. You don't see his mouth. Stop showing his fucking mouth. Anyway. On a good note, Charles Weathers being honored by Directors Guild Foundation, renaming their annual golf tournament after him.
You mean Carl Weathers? You said Charles Weathers. It's Carl Weathers, I think.
Carl Weathers. I said Carl Weathers. I said Carl Weathers.
You said Charles Weathers.
Annual fundraising will be renamed as a tribute, releasing a statement on the official thing. What's it? It's now called the Directors Guild Foundation Carl Weathers Memorial Golf Tournament.
You guys remember he played Chubbs in Happy Gilmore, so
yeah. Bad Boys 5 is already being discussed with Jerry Bruckheimer.
Sean Bet. I mean, this thing was a monster at the box office this weekend. It opened more money than Furiosa did. Which was my Bad Boys Red Eye opened like way more money than Furiosa did. Like
Furiosa is buried. It's there's one news report I didn't read on, or I didn't add it because it was kind of depressing. But Furiosa and Fall Guy is like 40 million below even breaking even.
That's fucking bullshit.
Those movies are great, and they're made for the cinema. Like
I know.
Dude. Anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin writer wants the original April O'Neil from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to come back for the R-rated adaptation. Judith Hogg wrote. He hopes to get Judith Hogg back for her April O'Neil upcoming R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The movie, if you don't know, is dark. Pretty much everybody's dead except for Michelangelo, and he's no longer the funny guy. He's now avenging all their deaths and killing motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
And last but not least, Chris, I saved this last. There was a cryptic message on Josh Gag's Twitter or Instagram. Is it Twitter? X? Whatever.
Yeah. He has a message on his socials.
Yeah, on his socials. And he is hinting very heavily that he is in the middle of writing a script as a sequel to one of the most legendary movies in the history of man. He is writing the script to Spaceballs 2. And I hope it's called like Spaceballs 2, not a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean,
not like.
Well, you know, but Mel Brooks has to be the director, obviously, right? Like, he's still alive, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just everybody thinks it's star base. It's like it's written in the name Mel, which you can only think that it's Mel's written on a piece of paper that you can see, and you can see characters like Starfield. So I mean, like, there's so many things.
Is Pizza the Hut in it? That's all I want to know.
No, he died in the first one, dude. He ate himself.
But
he got locked in his limo. Did you not watch Spaceballs?
It's been years, man. It's been years since I've seen Spaceballs.
He got locked in his limo and ate himself to death.
Well, I mean, Spaceballs. I'm looking for. I mean, Spaceballs 2 would be fun as long as it's as long as it works out for me. I'd be able to see Spaceballs 2.
Chris, that's the news.
Oh.
That was the movies don't suck and some of them news. I told Chris a bunch of stuff because he gets so blacked out drunk he doesn't remember what happened yesterday.
It's true. Yeah, I got a brewery in my belly. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Chris, what time is it? What time is it? It's time for
What you want? What you gonna do?
That's the other thing to play without getting kicked off YouTube. So
without getting taken off the air again. Remember that time we got taken off the air because you kept playing stuff?
Yeah. All right, Bad Boys Ride or Die, directed by Adil Al Arbi and Bilal Fallah. They directed the last one too, though. Bad Boys for Life, and they also directed stuff like Gangsta and Black and Image and Mrs. Marvel. You guys don't know that, but he did Miss Marvel. And now they're back with Bad Boys Ride or Die. This stars Will Smith as Mike Lowry.
Let me tell you something about your beloved art of disguise, Gordon.
Also, Martin Lawrence as Marcus Burnett.
If it isn't Little Miss Attitude.
This all stars Vanessa Hudgens as Kelly, Alexander Louis as Dorn, Paley Nunez as Rita, and Eric Dane as McGrath.
Is that gonna make you happy?
Owen Griffith plays Lockwood.
He's heating up from his core.
And his vitals.
Also, Jacob Siapo plays Armando, Melanie Leonard plays Christine, Tasha Smith plays Teresa, Rhea Seahorn plays Judy.
What kind of operation are you running?
Also, Tiffany Haddish plays Tabitha, Joey Pantoliano, Joey Pants plays Captain Howard.
Now this is the most crucial part.
Also stars DJ Khaled as Manny, John Sally as Fletcher, a bunch of people from the last movie. Neil, why should I read the storyline for Bad Boys Ride or Die?
This summer, the world's favorite bad boys are back with their iconic mix of edge of your seat action and outrageous comedy. But this time with a twist, Miami's finest are now on the run.
So this thing was a monster at the box office. I went and saw it because, we like those bad movies. I thought this was really fun. I thought it was really fun.
I think this is, besides the first one, I think this might even be better than the first one. And I think, but the only reason I'm going to go with the first ones first is because this leans on the history of the franchise to be the story with this. Now, what they don't tell you in that description is that in this movie, it reverses.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Lowry and good old Marcus Burnett switch the roles in this movie. Like in every movie, 1, 2, and 3 of Bad Boys, Mike Lowry's the badass. He goes out there and kicks everybody's ass. And Marcus, I mean, who doesn't remember Woosah? Like he's always the nervous one. Mike, you can't kill people, man. God doesn't want you to do that. I'm not bringing violence. Oh, my nerves. Woosah, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, Marcus gets it in his brain that he can't die. And Mike Lowry is now like married and has kids and all that shit. So now he's having panic attacks. And like they switch on who the characters are. And all of a sudden, Martin Lawrence is the badass. And he just badasses it up through this whole entire film.
So it's a funny movie. I mean, it's like what you expect from Bad Boys now. And I think Bad Boys are the sort of thing is like we like how ridiculous this is. All this stuff is fucking ridiculous. You don't barely remember the storyline, but you're along for the ride. You know what I mean? And that's what we wanted from a Bad Boys movie. I'm not sure we need a fourth one, but I'm glad we got it.
And the thing is, the thing I heard I like about this movie is like each part of this movie, if you just look at it, it just seems like the next part of this movie is a completely different movie than the scene you just watched. Like, I mean, if like this scene here it's like, oh, not that day. I'm sorry, I started at the wrong part. Like this scene here is at a completely different, like this is all in one area. But then you get another one, and then like it just seems like you're in a completely different area.
So I want to mention that when watching this, it was kind of hard for me to recognize Will Smith as not the unhinged guy who fucking rocked Chris Rock's world at the Oscars. But like he's banned from the Oscars 10 years. Maybe he'll be back when he's 64. But he's here, and I was glad to see Martin Lawrence and Will Smith back together because their chemistry has not died at all.
No. No, it hasn't died at all. Everybody in this movie knocked it out of the I loved Alexander Ludwig. I would have done a clip for him, but I couldn't find one where he talks a lot in because he was in the show Heels with Stephen Amell, which is the pro wrestling show that just got canceled on Stars after 2 seasons.
I bet you're
But
upset. Yeah, you're
oh
upset.
yeah, that's a great show. It's a great show, and I don't why it got canceled. Stars is a fucking idiot. It's like HBO and their dumb cancelizations, you know.
Netflix
Like
and
when
their
HBO can't.
cancelizations.
Yeah, HBO is like makes some of the dumbest decisions I ever seen in the history of. Anyway, but Eric Dane was great as a villain. He made sense as a villain. Rhea Seahorn, she knocked it out of the park. Vanessa Hutchinson, Hutchins, I didn't even recognize that was her.
Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah.
Until afterwards. Like everybody played their part perfect in this movie. I'm gonna say this too. This is a theater movie. This is like go see it where you'll hear the laughs, you'll hear the
there's so much action in this thing.
Yeah.
Like I forget Bad Boys is more than halfway an action film, and there's tons of it in this. Tons of it.
Yeah. And each part of this movie, there are so many. What's the best way I can say this? Not just the main story, but there's so many side quests in this fucking movie that it's like a video game. It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
Almost. Like example, not to ruin the movie, maybe a little spoiler, not really. I don't think it really is. Marcus is always looking for Skittles. And I think Skittles hasn't been mentioned. Okay, twice Skittles throughout the franchise has been mentioned. One in the first movie with him in. So of course I watched all 4 of the all the other movies in the last 48 hours. So I'm up on the all the stuff. The first movie, and then there's the one the second movie, Bad Boys 2, where he takes ecstasy thinking that it was a Skittle. And so he loves the Skittles. So, but this whole movie, he's looking for Skittles. He's like, jelly beans, really, man? Nobody like no. And he ate a licorice one. And he's like, nobody likes the licorice. I love licorice, by the way. I love licorice.
I bet you are, you fucker. Now I want some Skittles. Thanks a lot. But
Skittles.
Yeah, I'm all about the wild berry Skittles. So that's my shit.
Dude, I love this movie, and I love what they did with it. They had fun with it. You could see everybody had fun with it. People were blowing up shit. It was great.
Yeah,
The
really
cinematography in this movie is amazing. The artistry, there's like a feel to bad boy movies that the original director of the first 2 movies, who is known to blow things up, that's right, Mr. Michael Bay, who makes an appearance in this movie.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I noticed. I actually was my friend. I whispered, "That's Michael Bay" when I saw him.
I laughed, and I was the only one laughing. I was like, the theater had. I saw this at 10 a.m. in the morning, so there's only like 10 people in there.
Yeah.
It was on Tuesday though, so it was like half off day at the theater.
Yeah.
And I was as soon as I saw Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I busted up laughing, and everybody's just like,
"What's so funny about that?" Yeah,
what's so funny? Why is this rando dude who's sitting by himself? Guy. But yeah, this is take your friends, smoke a little weed, sneak in some alcohol, like go to the theater, have a good time,
It's funny, it's mindless. You don't have fun. I feel like this is pure entertainment. Like this is what this is.
And they paid off like the series. They're like, I mean, you don't even need to know everything in the series. You don't by any means. You could just go in there not knowing what happened in any of the other episodes. And but in this one, it was just fun and games. It is just things blowing up, people having fun. One of my favorite scenes, it's actually in the commercial. The trailer or whatever. You've probably seen it 104 times.
Can I tell you about the? Can I ask you about what you said about DJ Khaled and this thing. I can't stand that motherfucker, and I don't know why they put him in movies. I understand that he has a lot of fans, but let me tell you this, dude. He does not give women oral pleasure. He refused to do it.
Who are we talking about?
DJ Khaled.
I will not say anything negative about DJ Khaled on a microphone in front of anybody, including
You
the
won't.
23 people watching right now.
You won't. But fuck DJ Khaled. Fuck him.
Please don't cancel us. Please don't cancel us. I know how many people love DJ Khaled out there. Please don't cancel us because of the rude, insensitive things that my why don't you just tell everybody how you feel about Taylor Swift right now?
I love Taylor Swift.
Why not? All right, yeah, cool. Just get rid of our podcast, Chris. Why do you want to do this to us? Why do you want to do this?
Fuck DJ Khaled.
Can't do this. No.
But
he did not held the P. Diddy parties. All right.
Not yet. But Bad Boys Ride or Die is a very fun movie. Like you said, Neil said, you don't really need to know the other three, but I don't know if you've gotten through life and movies and not seeing at least one of the Bad Boys movies, because they're all pretty much fun. Even Michael Bay, who I kind of hate,
What's the name of the what's the name of this movie?
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
What?
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Man, I wish there was a song about it.
Is there a song about it? Oh, sorry.
What's the point of being a producer if you don't know what I've given you like hint after hint after hint.
What you want, what you gonna do?
Build on location.
Okay, right before they cut us out. But no,
what,
like that.
What did they say at the beginning of the cop show? It's like cops filmed
Still
on
don't
location.
know with law enforcement. Yeah, yes, but yeah,
Everybody is innocent until proven guilty and to go to law.
They do a pretty fucking cool version of the song in the movie. They remix it or whatever. But yeah, Bad Boys Ride or Die. It's like what you get from the other ones, but I think this is pure entertainment. Like you don't need
pure entertainment.
Yeah. And yeah, so this is a good movie, guys. If you guys want to see, if you guys like those Bad Boys movies, hey, go to the theater and see this. It has a great action scenes that I think given justice by seeing in the theater. So yeah, but yeah, it's I'm a little mad for beating out Furiosa, but I'm also happy because it's a good movie. So
yeah, and let's talk about the hero of the entire movie. Just one time, we got to talk about the man, the legend, the guy who made it all happen. That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking Reggie. Reggie's story, again, a side quest story.
Yeah.
Gets paid off.
God.
Because Reggie got introduced in Bad Boys 2 when he comes to pick up
Bad Boys 3. He's in Bad Boys 3.
Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, no, it's 3.
Yeah. 3 is when Bad Boys 3 is when Reggie comes for the second time when they're getting married.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Bad Boys. No, I watched this scene last week. And it's from
Bad Boys 2 is when he comes to the house.
Dude, that's fucking impossible because Bad Boys 2 has 2000.
Can I say the sentence? Thank you.
All right.
Bad Boys 2, he comes up to pick up Marcus's daughter when he has the whack-ass pool in the back that when Will Smith dates Marcus's sister, the Reggie comes to the house, and that's when they act all gangster, and Will Smith acts like, I just got out of the joint. I'm going to bang, bang all up in this place.
That is 100%. That is 100% 3.
Bad Boys 3, he gets married to Marcus's daughter, and that they are at the wedding.
Okay. I mean, okay, if you say so. I'll just go with that.
Bad Boys, they got married and got kids.
Yeah.
All right, because they're already married.
Who the fuck are you? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was in Bad Boys 2.
Okay, man. All right.
Literally watched it this morning.
Calm down. Calm down. Mill, I think you need to calm down. You like people tell you to calm down, and you're like, I'm now getting mad.
Woosah. Pressure points. Pressure points.
Neil.
Woosah.
What
What?
is your score for Bad Boys Ride or Die?
4.5 easily all day long.
Okay.
I'd give it. I might even get it higher. Let's give it 4.6. This might be in the top 5 of the year. Like I loved every moment of this. It made me happy. This is what an action movie is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, energetic, and make you feel feelings in the right spots. That's what this did. It paid off, and especially when it's a movie in a series like this, it paid off everything, and it didn't say family more than 27 times.
Yeah, that's always a plus. Neil, my score for this is a 4.1. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the score for Bad Boys Die? The audience score for Bad Boys Ride or Die?
97.
100%. You got it. You got it, dude.
Shut
Congratulations.
the fuck up!
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I was gonna go 100, but I was like, nah, someone's gotta hate it.
So, all right, what is Bad Boys? What is the critic score for Bad Boys Ride or Die?
93.
64.
What the fuck? They
Yeah.
said 64?
Yeah. Critics' consensus
Critics
is
are dumb.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are in good company, even when Bad Boys strains to up the ante, proving there's still life left in this high octane franchise. I'd read a bad review and a good review. This is from we'll go with this one. This is from Mark Kermode at Kermode Mayo's take on YouTube. He goes, the humor is so broad, everyone gets shot, stabbed, and blown up at least once. None of it has any impact. Whatever. And this is from Kate Roger at News Hub. She says, this bad boy might find himself back in the good books. Yeah, this is a fun movie, guys, and I can't get mad at it because it's good. You know, I like it a lot, and I feel like if you like Bad Boys, any of them, you'll find a lot to like about Ride or Die. A lot to like, you know.
Yeah, it's Bad Boys is like one of the funnest. It's one of the funnest franchise out there, man. It's just fun, dumb action. You know, it's not too gruesome. The kids can watch it. You know, definitely. They can learn about ecstasy, doing the boom boom, and about what it feels like when somebody gets their ass so reffed up that they can't even get an erection anymore, and they could be popping Viagra like Skittles, and can't even
All
get a
right.
boob. But
Neil, so next week we're doing another sequel, Inside Out 2.
what is it?
Inside Out 2 comes out. It's out. We're doing that next week.
Is that what we're doing? Inside Out 2? I didn't even see the first one.
What, you didn't see the first Inside? What's wrong with you? Go watch it. Like after
I don't
this.
need to go see a Pixar movie ever.
Do we love Pixar movies? I know we do.
Yeah, like 20 years ago I did.
Come on.
They haven't been good in like a good decade.
Okay, so what do you want? You want to do something else? I'd rather. I mean, you can pick about them to see.
I mean, the Garfield movie's out.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you joking?
You want to go
me?
see Inside Out? What's the difference?
One's probably made by a proven studio.
The Garfield movie beat Furiosa at the fucking box office every weekend.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. We'll do Inside Out too. I'm just
okay. Did you see the first one?
No, I really didn't. I have never seen it. Everybody ruined it for me. Like everybody talked about it so much that I feel like I've seen the entire movie.
Well, go see it. Go sit down and watch it. You'll like it, I promise.
And then too many emo kids dressed up as them at Comic Cons and stuff, you know, and like.
All right. Inside Out 2, whatever. We'll find something else so much. You can find something else on that. Neil, so calm down, dude.
What? I'm not. No, I'm just being. Oh, dude, seriously. Talking about something about this before we go off the air. I want to talk to you about this. So me and my wife have been talking about going on a cruise lately, like just go, because we've never done a cruise.
Yeah.
I found a cruise for next year. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It is an emo cruise.
Mm.
And the band, two of the bands on, I can't remember, Friday weekend, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is on there. Thursday is on there.
Oh, I love Thursday.
And Hawthorne Heights is on there. And the headliner of the cruise, 5 days out at sea, is The Used.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
An emo cruise.
Yeah.
You want to go on an emo cruise?
So I'm a you know this, man. I was a giant fan of Thursday when I was a teenager. Fucking love Thursday.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're in there too, man. It's like Asking Alexandra, I think
yeah.
is in there too.
Okay,
But
well.
it's like a bunch of emo bands, and it's an emo cruise.
Didn't Green Day do a cruise a couple years ago too? Green Day?
No, I've never done a cruise. I've
Huh.
always looked into it, but I've never done one.
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, that'd be cool if you guys go that. You guys find us on moviesonside.net. We're at Facebook.com/moviesonside podcast. We're at Twitter MTS Podcast, no X MTS Podcast. WTMnet.com, W2 Movies Net. We're found there. We're at Instagram MTS Podcast. We're at Patreon.com/movies don't suck. We're on bonfires/movies don't suck and something new to find stuff like a shirt Neil is wearing and among other things. Yeah, and you guys you can subscribe, like it, all that shit. You can find us anywhere you find podcasts. You might be something that do. Neil, who we doing for a sponsor?
If you have a small business, be more than happy. Just give us the information, email it, send us a pigeon, do anything you can. Message us on anyone. Yeah, pigeon mail. You know,
Yeah.
You have like 9 pigeons out in a cage in your fucking yard.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But anyway, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to promote you right here on our podcast to our million of followers or thousands of listeners right here on Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do.
Yeah, you ready to get out of here?
Ready to go. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, if you ever get in trouble, you're going to have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence follow after you. In fact, when you do, you'll hear this song.
Oh. Fuck.
You'll hear this song. Because we are the bad boys of podcasting. You guys have a good night. Thank you for all our viewers that are out there in our wonderful viewing world. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Okay, cool. I will talk about it in a second. All right, thank you guys. Have a good day.